Have you ever laid awake all night long wondering about something that might happen negatively tomorrow? You know, where you have that worry and that sick pit in your stomach, where you're starting to wonder and ask questions and you have anxiety about it and fear? That's panic programming you to live on high alert. And it's time for you to stop being panicked about things and start to be in a position where you're not living in fear. Welcome to a new episode of Fierce Feminine Fridays, my weekly Friday broadcast where I get the opportunity to celebrate you as the fierce, intentional, resilient, and empowered woman that you are. Today we're talking about panics. We're talking about being in a position where when you start worrying about something, it's bringing up all this negative energy and putting you in a position where you can't sleep at night because you're so stressed out about what might happen wrong tomorrow. We are so programmed to live in panic that we go first to that instead of going into our inner space where we can listen to the calm and find the answers that we really need. You got to get in a position where you're sitting in your inner space, where you're sitting in your inner calm, where you can feel the power surging through you that already knows the answers to what you're seeking for tomorrow. So instead of asking the questions, what if this goes wrong? Why don't you start asking yourself the question, what would I do if I weren't so afraid that something would go wrong? Start operating from a place where you're not panicked about the things that are happening in your life. You're operating from a place of wisdom and power so that you are operating in presence, because in that presence is where you're finding your power. So you've got to go from panic to being in your own power. So until next week for the next episode of Fierce Feminine Fridays, have an amazing, amazing weekend, and love and fire.